Hey guys, Ultimate Toy Collector here. Today we're going to take a look at the new Kratos God of War Ghost of Sparta Ultimate figure from Neca Toys. Right here we have the packaging. This is the package from the video game. And obviously, you know, Neca has stayed with their video game theme, adding on to the other figures that they have, which are absolutely awesome. This is the, well, first, let's take a look at the packaging. All right. So as we turn this to the side here, look at the spine right there. And it's player select. And let's move this in so you can see there. All right, right here. In the end, there will be only chaos. So, player select right here at the top. Kratos Ghost of Sparta Ultimate Edition action figure. And we have some images of the figure and of the video game there on the back. And right here down on the bottom, we have, it says bonus features, 31 points of articulation, 2 interchangeable heads, 2 blades of Athena, and then we have 2 Neiman set. I don't even know how to pronounce that, so I'm not even gonna try. All right, and then boots of Hermes. So you guys can get on me. I can't pronounce that, but that's the gauntlets that are going to be on his hand. So, and then on the bottom right here, we also have the Neca team that was involved in the development of the package and the figure. So, and if you're looking for it on the bottom, here's the UPC. All right. Love the packaging. I love, with all these figures, all the video game figures, style packaging that they use. To me, it's awesome. All right. Now we open this up here and we take a look. Right here, we got a little picture of Kratos there. We got some scribbled, scrabble, scroll stuff that we can't read. And then we have our big bad Kratos right here inside the packaging. Speaking of big bad, you can pick him up now at Big Bad Toy Store. In stock, ready to ship. I'm going to leave the link in the description of the video. And click on that. Pick yourself up Kratos. Add him to your collection. All right, now let's look right here. I'm going to admit to you guys that I've never played this game. I've never played this game. I'm not a really big gamer. Obviously, I'm a big collector, but I'm not a big gamer. But there are certain figures that I see from games, and I'm like, wow, that looks really cool. That would be an awesome addition to my collection. And this has always been one of them. I did pick up I believe 2 or 3 of the older Kratos, the original ones that were released. I think 1 or 2 of them are actual legit figures, and 1 is a bootleg that I didn't know was a bootleg when I picked it up on Amazon, but then it turned out it was a bootleg, and it actually doesn't really look that bad. But, so, now I finally got a new one. The articulation, the sculpting, the paint apps, everything on this figure is just absolutely amazing. I'm glad to add him to my massive collection of figures. So without further ado, let's open this up and take a look. All right, so here we have our God of War Kratos out of the package. This is absolutely an amazing figure. For those of you who are fans of Neca, this figure does not disappoint. So let's start off. As I said, he does come with an alternate head. All right, so here's one of the heads. Take a look here. I love the paint app and the shading, the like ghostly white grayscale type of paint that's on here. And then he's got the maroon or like burgundy line that goes over his head, across his eye, and his scar here. And this is his serious face with the goatee. Great job. Even look at the eyes. The eyes they did a great job on, right? A lot of figures that we see in similar price range that have the goofy eyes. Neca usually, their stuff is usually on point. You usually don't see that. Every now and then you might, but you know, that's quality control stuff, but overall, that's usually pretty good. Now, as far as the things I couldn't pronounce, these are the lion's head type gauntlets that are going to go on his wrist. These are pretty much identical. If you put them side by side, for the most part, I think they are the same. All right. The paint app on these is good. This has kind of like a rustic look to it. It's like a goldish silver type of look to it, with a little black in there. It's got some black wash on it. Great for the figure. All right, look good on other figures too. But these are awesome. They're a little heavy. All right. They have a little weight to them, so we'll see how they balance on the arms there. So we'll put that there. Now, this is what you all came for. Take a look at him. Now, this is the other head. All right, this is like the permanent grinning, grimacing, snarling type of face. I think this makes him look incredibly badass. This is just an amazing look, amazing figure. Look at the sculpt on the body. It looks like he may have been picking things up and putting them down. He's so vascular at 6 o'clock in the morning. I really don't know what to say when I look at just the body sculpt on this figure. It's truly amazing. I've been hitting the gym for a while. I wish I looked like that. All right, so enough jokes. Let's see. All right, on here, okay. In the package, this piece on the forearm is separate. All right, you can remove that so that you can place his arm in the gauntlet like so. If you leave it on, it'll kind of just might get in the way a little bit here. So it's probably better to remove that. I did see that some people were saying that their joints were a little loose. Mine, on the other hand, are a little tight. Not in a bad way, just if you're going to be rigorously moving his arms around, and maybe just warm it up a little with a blow dryer first. I haven't had any quality control issues, breakage or anything on this figure, but you know, if he's sitting in package, you don't want to accidentally break them. So just apply a blow dryer real quick and loosen it up a little bit, and you should be good. All right, so paint apps all over this figure, I think, are amazing. Look at his armor, the detailing on the armor, his, I don't want to say loincloth because it's not a loincloth, but his skirt here, soft goods, obviously. Got a little flow to him. Down here, he's got some wings on his, I can't even say his boots. He's got some sandals here, some chancletas. But they look awesome. Obviously, he was a warrior back in those times. All right. The body itself, even paint all over, no real flaws from what I see. Even over here on the chest, some spots look like it's a little lighter than others, but I think that's just how the figure is. Nothing really looks like it's really bleeding through too much in the colored spots. All right, so articulation wise, head side to side, up and down a little bit. As far as changing the heads go, it's pretty easy. You just pop it off like so. Has a little ball joint in there, a little peg. You just gotta, there we go, pop the peg right in there. And here's our other head. All right, now we have ball joint in the shoulders, bicep swivel, little bicep cut there. We have double elbows, double elbow joint in here. Not double elbows, but double elbow joint. And we have the hinge in the wrist. A little swivel on the hinge. Full articulation there. Even with the armor on the shoulder, he still has a good range of motion right there. Now this looks like it could come off if you play with it a little bit, but it seems to be glued in there, so I'm not going to really try and play with that too much. I don't want to break it. If you peel it back a little bit, it does look like it's probably stuck in there, glued pretty good. Now, articulation right here. He's got an ab crunch forward. Get a slight range to the back, but mostly just forward. Hip swivel. Good range. Got a ball joint up here for the legs. And it's got a little thigh swivel here. Now, he could do a pretty decent split. His loincloth or his garb here, his soft goods, does kind of get in the way. So on this leg, you can't get fully out to the front, but you can get out to the side. All right, right here, out to the side, out to the front, and you're golden. Now, the knees, we have some double knees, so you can get a good little flying knee kick. And the ankles, it's got full rotation on the ankles. Got ball joint in there. And he can even do his little stretches there. He'll lift his toes up. Really just go up, can't go down on that. So on the back here, he has a little thing to hold his blades. The hands are a little tough. First time getting them in there, you kind of got to work it a little bit. As I said before, if it's a little tight, just use a blow dryer. Right? You don't want to snap anything. I was able to get them in, just had to work it a little bit. Check out the detailing on his blades. Like I said, I'm not a gamer, and I know that one of the key components of Kratos would be these blades. This is absolutely an amazing figure. I'm glad Neca brought this to their Ultimate line. I'm glad they took a chance to go back at it and take a stab at this figure again and bring it to a whole new era of collectors that maybe didn't pick up the original ones when they were out, or like myself, may have picked up a bootleg and an original, but this figure is just absolutely amazing. So thanks for checking me out, guys. I hope you guys like this figure as much as I do. I'd say this is one of my favorite figures of the year so far. When I first saw it, I couldn't wait to pick it up, and I'm glad now that I have it in hand. So thanks for checking me out. Check me out on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, The Ultimate Toy Collector. All right, and like the video, share it, leave me a comment. Comment in the video and let us know what other video game licenses you hope that Neca will be able to get their hands on in the near future, and what you'd like to see. And we'll send it on over to Neca, and hopefully, maybe they'll be able to get one of them and, make it happen. All right. So head on over to Big Bad Toy Store. I'm going to leave the link in the description. And until next time, guys, happy hunting.
Be sure to check out www.bigbadtoystore.com.